So I'm here with Brad Raw from Insight and WA SMSF specialists. Legislation has changed to allow now more than 4 members. We can have 6 members of a fund. Personally, I've not been a big fan of that, particularly if you've got parents or kids or numerous siblings being members of a fund for future estate planning purposes. But is there some benefits, I suppose, in having more than two or more members of a fund?
I suppose it comes down to specifically what the SMSF was set up for in the first place. If there's a specific asset, maybe it's a property, maybe it's some shares that has sort of come through the family through generations. A lot of the times the hard part, exactly what you said, is you're having your parents that might be in their late 40s or something and your kids that are in their 20s or something. From that perspective, you've both got different I suppose horizons to retirement, so it's hard to sort of manage. Parents that might be moving into retirement phase, they're not going to want the same kind of returns because they're going to need their funds sooner from a pension perspective. So it is a lot harder to manage when you've got 4 or 5, even 6 members. But it comes down to, I suppose, what the strategy was put in place. So I've seen clients that have done it. They've bought a residential property. They can combine their supers together. So say with mum and dad and the kids, they might have $500,000. So they can buy a larger property, which then enables mum and dad can still live off the rent in the property and the kids have got the capital growth. But it kind of comes down to, as I said before, that specific investment reason we're setting it up in the first place. Yeah. It's not a good idea just to say, well, look, let's pull everything and we'll all just go and do our own share portfolio. It's going to be a very costly SMSF process, and you're then going to have individual investment strategies trying to do different things and try and obtain different returns. It's a lot easier to keep them separate. A lot of the times we do see where their parents might bring their kids in. Once they might get married and have their own families, they may roll their balance out and set up their own self-managed super fund within their own family unit to ensure that mum and dad are doing their things and the kids and their family are doing their own thing, rather than trying to put it all in one. It does get quite messy. Okay.
So I suppose again a key message there is have a chat to us first before you go down a path and set up a fund maybe with someone else with more than so many members, just to make sure you're very clear on what the intention is. So.
Especially because once you try to unwind it as well, it makes it really complicated if one kid, and even if there's a divorce going through, because super forms part of that family asset pool, it can cause issues with parents that might have bought a commercial property or a residential property, and then the kids are then impacted by, well, we're going to have to sell part of this property to fund the divorce from that side of things as well. So it's just something to consider. It might be a great idea that you hear at a family barbecue or friends have done it, but it really comes down to making sure how is the exit strategy going to happen and making sure there's cash to cover, I suppose, those eventualities.
Appreciate it. Good answer.